Hello, Cancer. This is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I'm here to do your mid love reading. I'm so excited to be back, and I want to thank you guys so very much for your support. Thank you for sharing your life stories with me, your wonderful comments. I really appreciate you guys, and I thank you for booking readings through me. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Cancer, before we get started, I want to let you know that discount special is still going on through the end of the summer for marketing and copywriting content services is still available. So for those of you who are looking to build business or looking to expand an existing business that you have, let me know if you need some help with web content, brochures, social media campaigns, and so forth. And the offer stands, it's still up, okay? So send me a message inside of my email address, tarotbysummer@gmail.com. Share something with me so that I can take a look at what you've got. Website, some samples, whatever you've got, pictures, and we can go from there. Now let's go ahead and get you started. I said a prayer and I meditated over your reading the way that I normally do, and I laid out the foundation of your spread to better connect with you and to get your energy flowing. So, Cancer, we're going to start with the card on the bottom of the deck. You actually have your card. You have the Chariot in the upright position. And this kind of let me know, this sort of lets me know what your theme is for the month, what will be going on with you for the month, the energy that's in the air for you, and you're in the process of making some moves, of going forward with some moves that you want to make, getting control of your life, getting control of different components of your life, and getting them in sync so that they can flow in a certain direction. So you like to move forward with something. There's forward movement for you in your relationship. You want to steer your relationship. You don't want to just be in it, but you want to make sure that everybody's on the same page, you and your mate, okay? Or someone that be coming into your life. You want to make sure that it's going in a good direction. Okay, I get it. In the near past, you have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright position. Right here and right now, you have yourself, and you are experiencing the Five of Pentacles in the upright position. In the immediate future, or in the total outcome, you have the Seven of Cups in the upright position. And right underneath you, this represents your mate. If you are in a relationship or if you're married. If you are single, then this is the energy of someone who will be coming towards you. And it is the Two of Pentacles in the upright position. In the near past, you've created a very stable foundation, a very stable life with prosperity, with love, with the coming together of different generations within your household. For you, your family is extended. It's not just your immediate family. And you shared in your family wealth. You shared in your family success. You've been sharing, nurturing, taking care of each other, going on family vacations, or just spending quality time with family, making sure everybody's okay. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. But the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten is a complete ending. It's a cycle that is completed about something in your life, something in your family. Because after the 10 comes a 1 and a new cycle starts. Not to say that your family's ending or it should dissolve. What it often means is, now that happens, that does happen, but what it often means is you've had some success in the family. You've completed like some sort of cycle or successful cycle, and then you set forth with some new plans, either for yourself or with your family, but then something new starts. You want to, something new begins within it. It could be a new addition to the family that comes in and changes things, and then you start at one with a new cycle. It could be starting a family business. It could be one of your children going off to college, that sort of thing. But something new starts, a new cycle, a new stage in your life, in your family relationship, in the dynamics of your family. And it represents change. Here you have change. Something's changing. You feel like something's changing with the Five of Pentacles in the upright position. You feel left out. You feel left out in the cold, or you may be left out in the cold of something that your spouse or your significant other be doing, or something that the family's doing together, and you don't feel like you're a part of it. You don't really feel like you're a part of it. You feel like you are just there. Some of you feel like you're just there. Some of you are no longer happy in your family or in your marriage. Not like you don't. It's not like you don't love your family or you're not happy with it, but you're not be happy in your marriage anymore. You're feeling like maybe you need to move on, or some of you be in the process of moving on, or some of you have moved on from it, and you're like starting over, and you have change going on with the 5. The number 5 represents change, some difficulty, some conflict. Some of you have been literally put out in the cold. You got to start all over. You got to, get your own place, get another place, or it may be coming in between between now and midnight. This change of place, maybe relocation. Okay. Here, your partner, for those of you who are in a relationship or marriage, your partner's juggling more than one thing. Your partner's trying to balance more than one thing in his or her life. It could be family and business. It could be education and business, or education and family, or juggling you and maybe somebody else in a relationship. It just all depends on what it is, what the mate is going through. For those of you who are single, and if this is somebody coming towards you, this person is coming towards you trying to do the same thing, trying to balance. This person may not tell you that they're trying to balance between 2 or more things, trying to juggle them. And if it's more than one person, then there's a strong possibility that you not know, that they not tell you. But that'd be something you want to consider when you're meeting someone or someone approaches you. Okay? In the near future, or the total outcome, you have the 7 of Cups. So you're trying to figure out, you will be faced with making a decision, and you may be confused about which decision to make. because you don't know whether or not, you don't know what's real and what's not. You don't know whether it's an illusion or not. Because here you have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright position. This is something that's very real for you. Five of Pentacles. Feeling despair because you got to move on. You feel left out. Two of Pentacles with your partner juggling. And the Seven of Cups. What's real and what's not? What's an illusion and what's not? What do I choose? Which way? What do I pick now? There has to be some movement taking place. Some of you could have also lost some money. There may be a loss of your home, or a loss of, some finances you have, because you go from Ten of Pentacles to Five of Pentacles. That's what you're doing. And maybe your partner or your spouse is trying to help balance what you have left. While you're not feeling good, he or she be balancing what's left, balancing the books. This is all earth sign energy here. Some of you be with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is your energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Water sign energy. Interesting. Very interesting. Spirit, can you tell us why Cancer feels left out in the cold? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Cancer? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Cancer's love life? What's going on with Cancer? Yeah, you've got some choices that you need to make as you move on. That goes there. And the Lover's card goes here. Okay. You have the Lovers in the upright position. And the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position. You have a decision to make between your head and your heart about someone that you're seeing. It could be your spouse or your significant other. It could be someone, someone new. It could be both of them. But then there's a turn down. There's a turn down of a practical offer of stability moving forward. It's there, but it's not getting off the ground. It could be a turn down, or it could be that this is not getting off of the ground. You could also be wasting your time, and you have concerns about whether or not this is something that's real, whether or not this is something that's tangible. With this Lovers, is this love real? Is it practical? Can you build with this? Can you grow with this at this stage in your life? Is it real, or is it an illusion? Will this get off the ground, or will it not? Are you wasting your time? The Pentacles are about value, tangible things that bring stability in your life, tangible earthly things in our lives. Money, resources, property, family, health. Interesting, okay. Let's look at Two of Pentacles. Spirit, can you tell us why the Two of Pentacles? This one wanted to come out. Chariot in the upright position. You got Chariot twice in the upright position. Spirit, can you tell us why the Two of Pentacles is here? Okay. Three of Pentacles in the reverse position. Your partner want to move forward past a third-party situation. Some of you, there's some sort of third-party situation going on, or coming if you're single, because you have the Three of Pentacles here, you have the Lovers here, you have the Two of Pentacles here, juggling. And this person wants to move past this, wants forward movement, maybe with you or without you, because your partner may either need to make a decision which person they're going to be with, or wants you to make a decision about which person you're going to be with. In the upright position, the Three of Pentacles is three people coming together, three people working together, three people, in the process of building something together. And it is also about you receiving recognition. It could be in the workplace. Somebody receiving recognition from a boss, from an owner, from a manager, in a love situation. It could be, your spouse, you working together with your spouse to build with your family, and your spouse is leading, and you're coming to your spouse, talking about things, putting plans together, you know. In the reverse position, three can be a crowd, you know. It's not like two's company, three's a crowd. Could be somebody making a decision and just working with one person, building with one person, building something stable with one person. This could also be work related within this relationship with all of the pentacles here. Work related, business related, family related. And your spouse could be heavily focused on what's going on in their lives, with practical things, and needing to move forward. More concern, more focused with what happens next, whether or not this works out, whether or not it falls through, trying to keep it together, want to move forward with a project, so they're juggling and they're not really paying attention to the relationship or putting as much into it as they once have. And for others of you, for you, that could be the same thing. You trying to focus on making money, getting things together, maybe rebuilding. There could have been, the family structure could have been falling apart. There could be a loss for money, and you have to make a head of heart decision about some sort of move that you need to make. And your spouse be doing the same thing. Like, okay, both of us have to make a move. Which way do we go? What do we do? What do we do? How do we rebuild? You'll be moving on separately, and both of you have to do the same thing at the same time. That could be it. Am I gonna get any offers? It looks bleak. I don't know. I have to go back out here and start this all over again. Job interview process. Will I get offers? It looks like a turn down, or you turning one down. Same thing with your mate. Looks like, they be doing something similar with work. And that's for some of you. Wow, this is interesting. Okay. I want to find out a little bit more about the Ten of Pentacles. Spirit, can you give us two cards? Let's make it even. Two cards for the Ten of Pentacles. Why is it of Pentacles here? What's going on with the Ten of Pentacles? What's going on with the Ten of Pentacles? Spirit, give me two for the Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles in the upright position. An offer came in. A blessing came in from Spirit. A blessing came in from Spirit. And it's interesting because all of the first cards are in the upright position and all of the second cards are reversed. What does that mean? There was a blessing that came in from Spirit. The promise of a new start. The promise of something that you could build with your family. This thing came in, this pentacle came in, and it set you off for success with your family, financial success, long-term stability. Something came in, you and your spouse, or it could be you putting your family together, and then there's a loss over time because it's the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like over time, it started, it started falling apart. The Knight of Cups in reverse is like love is there, but it's lost. Something that you love is lost. There's a loss. The love is probably no longer there. You can't really move forward with the love that is in your marriage or within your union, or the thing that brought you love in your relationship. It stopped. You've reached another cycle in your life, another stage in your life where things are changing. And it may not necessarily be because something bad happened. It could be that time where a cycle changes because there's change. If you see this, there's, something changes here, something changes here, something changes here. These are like the beginning, and these represent like the end. Beginning of a cycle, end of a cycle. And it like represents the two. It represents what I was talking about earlier with the starting over with one. So it's like this is right before that new cycle ends. The new cycle begins because it shows it ending. This Knight of Cups in reverse could also be because someone is not offering their love anymore, or someone is, their love is going in another direction. Their feelings have changed. It could be yours, it could be the other person, Cancer. Somebody could be, how should I say it? Someone could be, I'm trying to think of the words to put it in. They're like right there, but I can't get it out. It's like, it, it kind of feels like, okay, you once loved me, but now you're not as romantic as you used to be. You're not as, it's like all talk and no action. You stop putting action behind behind the love that you profess. You stop. Your words no longer match up with what you're doing. It's like you're all talk now. It's like you stopped and you're just going through the motion. It's like you're just going through the motion of, you know, being with me, and this is what I'm hearing. It doesn't feel like love anymore. It just feels like you're going through the motion. We're not going in the same direction anymore. It's like we're not moving forward anymore. I love little stones here. I like to look down at them. Crystals. Yeah. So somebody, their words no longer match their actions. The emotions could be gone from this and just going through, and then there was just somebody just going through the motion, but the emotions are lost. Somebody's no longer feeling it. Just doing the right thing, doing what was practical, taking care of everything, but they're not, that it's like the heart is not in it anymore. The romance is gone. Now over here with the Seven of Cups, for those of you who are single, this could be something that happened to you, something that happened in your life, and you needed to move on, okay? And then someone else comes in, and they're sort of doing the same thing you're doing. They're stuck they're at a time of change in their life, and they're mirroring your energy. You are attracting the same type of, the same kind of energy with the person that's going through something similar. So it's kind of like, okay, you're getting divorced, and then you meet somebody else who's getting divorced, and the two of you kind of match up, and you share stories, and you share similar stories, and you kind of vibe with each other while going through your things here, trying to make sense of it all, trying to start over new, trying to decide which way to move. You need to make movement, and then the other person that you meet needs to make movement too, because their thing fell apart. Does that make sense? Have you ever met anybody like that, Cancer? At a time in your life, you meet someone in your life that's going through something that's like the same or damn close to it. And then you're like, wow, you're going through that too? Or you went through that? That's what you went through in the past? Oh God, I went through the same thing. And then you sort of vibe and wonder, okay, what does this mean? Which way does this go? Since we're vibing like this, since we're both in the same, going through the same thing at the same time, what does this mean? Does this mean that we're supposed to be together? Does this mean we're soulmates? Twin flames? I'm not real like clear on what twin flames are, but I think some of you guys do know what it is. You can probably better tell me what the twin flame really means. And if you want to, write that in the comment. Break it down for me. What the difference is between the soulmate and the twin flames. I have my own theory, but You guys can do that, please. May be fun to read it. So then that's when you get to this point. Is this an illusion? What's real and what's not? So now let's take a look at the Seven of Cups. Spirit, can you tell us why the Seven of Cups is here? Can you tell us why the Seven of Cups is here? Seven. Okay. That's one. I didn't want all of those cards that came up. That's another one. Seven of Cups. You have the mice. You have lightning. You have the garden. Mice, lightning, garden. Whip and bank. Okay. You have the mice. So there's definitely been some sort of financial loss. Loss of finance. Maybe loss of home, loss of property, loss of, family. Well, you don't really lose family. It can break apart. People go their separate ways, but you don't really lose family. There's always some sort of family there around you, but there's been a loss, and of course you're trying to pick up the pieces, or you will be trying to pick up the pieces if the loss hasn't really come through yet. So with this loss here, Five of Pentacles, the mice here, you're trying to decide, okay, I'm at this point of change. I'm at this point where I have to really start picking up the pieces. Right now, you're processing all of this. Over here, you got to make some decisions. So with this loss, and you're thinking, okay, I don't want to lose anymore. I don't want to make a decision that causes me to lose more because I need to gain. We need to make the right decisions. I need to make the right decisions in my love life and in my life, period. I can't afford to lose anymore. There's already been some loss with the mice. Then you have the lightning here. A bright idea comes in with the lightning. And then you need to act fast on it. You need to make some fast moves on it. An opportunity presents itself for forward movement. And you got to act swiftly. You got to, get your things together, get everything aligned, and say, let me act on that. So it's like you choose one, and then you realize, well, shoot, I've studied these cups long enough. No, some of the things weren't good for me within these cups, but I feel like I'm making the right selection. I feel like I'm making something that isn't an illusion. I'm selecting, one of these things that are real, or two. I'm making the right decision. It'll be fine. And then the decision that you make, Cancer, to go along with that epiphany that comes in, that spark that gets you going, that gets you moving, and not just sitting there gazing at the cups and lamenting and maybe feeling sad. You take it and run with it and start growing again with the garden. You start growing again with the garden. And it is finance related. You maybe make some investments, get another business going, because there's a strong focus on business and not just your personal life in regards to romance. But maybe you do it, or you and your spouse, or you and your significant other do it, or the person is coming towards you, the two of you be getting together doing it, saying, hey, you know what? You and I really see eye to eye. We're on the same page. We're trying to get some things happening. We're trying to get some things done. I'm over here juggling, trying to get some things done. Let's get together and do this together and start some sort of business. Get it rolling, and let's work hard at it. I think this is something, we're matching. We're syncing up. I think you and I can work hard together at this thing that you're looking at. And this might be real estate for some of you. It can be business. It can be real estate. It can be, networking, doing some business with communications or something, with the garden, wedding planning, party planning. All sorts of things can happen in the garden. It's like abundance, cornucopia. It's like I can imagine the Empress sitting out here. It's like the Empress card in the tarot deck. It just depends Everybody's story is going to be kind of different here because different things be happening in the garden. It's full of abundance and growth and creativity. You know, it just depends on, you know, what this is, what this means to you. But nevertheless, some work has to be put in, it has to take place. Hard work, repetitive work, and the hard work is going to pay off, and there's going to be money back in the bank. Because, like I said, a cycle has ended for a new stage in your life, for another stage, kind of like leaving you, entering you, leaving you, entering you, leaving you, entering you. You know, it continues. These different stages. So you're either rebuilding your life financially and romantically, or you are building upon what you already have. But I feel like for most of you, this is something that's brand new. Also, I want to say this, and this is going to be for a small few of you. You're going to move forward with the family that you have and build upon something else. But there's not going to be the love that once was. It'll be more of practical moves, and moves out of habit, out of being what you're used to being in. It'll be the same minus the love and the romance and intimacy and emotions you once had. It'll be like routine. It'll be mostly money motivated, something monetary. But if you know, it worked for a lot of you. A lot of you, you know, some of you, you know what? What good is love? I need money. Show me the money. Love has burnt me in the past. It's hurt. It's not all this cracked up to be. Hell, I love myself. I know family loves me. I don't need romance. I need money. I want some money. So yeah, there's gonna be a payoff. But take your time over here. Examine the cups the way you are examining your opportunities that come in. 'Cause, you know, quite a few you have several options, okay, that you need to examine. So take your time. Don't rush it. Make sure you read the fine print. The moon, there's some secrecy, 9 of Wands, Princess of Pentacles, information coming in, some uncertainty about the next moves that you need to make. Yeah, 9 of Wands coming to an ending. There's been some fighting, some battling going on. You're kind of sick of it. You were tired of it. And you needed to move on, but there was some uncertainty with the moon here about whether or not to move on, which direction to go in, and that leads up to the Chariot. So it's kind of repeating itself. Something happened here in the family, so, and you needed to kind of move on away from it. All right. We're going to move a little further into your reading. Spirit, can you tell us what messages you have for Cancer's love life? What messages do you have for Cancer's love life? Wedding. This situation involves a marriage. Yep. That goes there. This situation involves a marriage. Okay. Spirit, can you tell us, I'm going to get to that in just a minute. Spirit, can you tell us what healing messages you have for Cancer? What messages of healing do you have for Cancer? These cards almost never come out by themselves. I usually have to pick from these cards. And I like them to kind of come out naturally. The message that's supposed to pop out, I like to see it pop. I like to see the eagerness of spirit working with me to get this message out. Kind of come out naturally. Okay. 2 want to come out. Temptation. Take off the masks. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Spirit, what action messages? What actions should Cancer take in their love life? That one wants to come out. Truth. Truth has been coming out for a lot of people. My goodness. Okay. Many of you are married, and this situation involves a marriage with the Ten of Pentacles. Like I was saying, marriage. So the dynamics of the marriage is changing. For some of you, okay, the dynamics of the marriage is changing, and the steps that you take moving forward will affect the marriage, or the marriage has already been affected and is changing. Some of you will be getting married because you have to move on from the past, from this. And this will be the person that you're marrying, that you'll be marrying next, or coupling up with, and moving forward, trying to plan something together. Like I said, others of you will be getting married for the first time. You could be a single parent, and you may be marrying the person that's coming up here, that's mirroring you, that the two of you are mirroring each other. So this will be, marriage for the first time. Some of you, this is going to be marriage for the second or third time. Okay, Cancer. You go, Cancer. The two of you might be working together. Working on the wedding with the garden. And saving money, working hard to put money back into the bank as well, because the moves you make here will take away from some of what you have. And then you have to get this thing going, maybe go ahead and get the wedding out of here and work hard to put back into the bank or to save. Yep. Some of you, and I'm going to get to this take off your mask and truth in just a minute. These go together. Some of you have been going through temptation, or temptation has brought you to the point where things from your marriage changed. The dynamics of it changed. Your temptation or the other person's temptation got you to this point, and if the marriage is over, there's not really much you can do about changing the temptation that you had to do something, to maybe step out, or um, veer off into something else with someone else, you know. You can't really change that if this ended already. But what you can do to work on with yourself is to heal and face whatever the things are that cause you to be tempted, cause you to give in to your temptations in the past, in your past experiences, so you won't keep repeating it. And it won't be too late for something new. And those temptations could be anything. It could be substance abuse. It could be gambling. It could be, womanizing or manizing. Whatever those temptations are that can lead to destruction, you want to kind of deal with those and be honest with yourself. Truth. This is coming up a lot for people. Not just seeking truth, but being truthful to yourself and to others. Okay? About what that temptation means to you. Because you can't hide from it. It would still repeat itself. Even if you kind of suppress certain things that tempt you, that can be destructive. It'll veer its ugly head again. It'll come back. It'll come back, and it usually comes back at a time when you really don't need it, or you least expect it, and you don't want to get caught up. You want to kind of deal, Cancer. You want to kind of deal with those things, those temptations that you've had in your life, so you won't destroy anything moving forward. It won't take away from the happiness that you could be building, or the things that you could be building in your life moving forward with the Chariot. And that's where the false mask comes in. A lot of you haven't been truthful. You've been faking some things in your life. You've been faking happiness. It's not true. It's not real. But now's the time to be honest. What really makes you happy? What are you faking? Somebody, either you or the other person, and I'm just gonna try to keep this directed to you. But somebody could be faking it. You and your partner could both have been faking it, and you're not truthful. But it's time to face yourself. Time to stop faking things. Be honest, because you want happiness that's real and that's sincere. And that's where the Knight of Cups in reverse comes in. Kind of staying in it and faking it. Faking the emotions, faking how you feel. Not feeling it anymore, but you're staying in it, and you're wearing that mask. You're wearing that mask so that everybody else can see what you want them to see, but it's not real. You want to maintain the image of it. Now's the time to take off the false mask. Take off your masks. Face yourself. Be truthful to yourself and to others about whatever this is you've been faking. I feel like this is, I feel like you're dealing with this now. You're either dealing with it now, or you will be dealing with it shortly. You'll be faced with it. And this new person is coming in, or your significant other is holding up that mirror so you can look at yourself, because it's like mirrored energy. But now is the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. That happy, complete happy home with the Pentacles. It doesn't feel good if you fake it. And the truth of the matter is, who really cares? Who really cares if your life is not perfect? When we fake things, when we wear a false mask, we're wearing it for the opinion and the validation from other people. We're not doing that for ourselves. We're doing it for the outside because we want to put on an image of what the outside sees. But who really cares if it's not perfect? Nobody has the perfect life. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has a perfect marriage, perfect relationship. There's no need for the facade. There's no need of making all of this money and buying items, like kind of showboating. Because at the end of the day, if you lose, people are going to see that too. They'll see right through it. They'll see right through this. And by the time you're honest with yourself and you realize, hey, people can see this. I can't hide this anymore. They've already seen it. They already know. They've known for quite some time. They can look right through it. So oftentimes, the things that we think we're hiding, people can see them anyway. They just be quiet about it to appease you, to not hurt your feelings. And people say, oh, I knew that already. I could tell it wasn't real. It wasn't like, people know. And with that said, I hope that kind of gives you the courage to go ahead and take off the false mask. Take off your masks. Because most people can see through them anyway. I hope that helps. I hope that makes it a little bit easier to do so. Yeah, just be real with yourself. Be truthful, man. Cancer, I love you guys to pieces. I appreciate you. And, this reading doesn't resonate with everyone. I know it doesn't. It may not resonate with everyone, but it's going to resonate with someone. So, I need to go ahead and conclude this reading. I hope it helped in some way. And I will be back for around the beginning of July with readings, okay? And once again, if you'd like to book your reading through me, you can go directly to our website, summerintuition.com, and you can find that in the description box, and book with me. If you'd like to take advantage, take me up on offer, which is off of the marketing and copywriting services, marketing content writing, then email me at tarotbysummer@gmail.com. You can also find that link in the description box. Okay, bye for now. Bye for now, Cancer. Take care. Love you guys.